Your to-do list isn't the problem, your task management system is. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to organize your to-do list in Notion, so you actually finish what you start. I've helped thousands of people build productivity systems inside of Notion that are built around how you actually work, not how productivity gurus think you should. See, this isn't about making your to-do list look pretty, adding pointless widgets, GIFs, and stuff that makes your task look fun. It's about turning Notion into a proper task management system. And if you apply what I'm going to show you, you'll be able to plan your days around how much energy you have, focus on the right tasks at the right time, see everything broken down by context, which actually saves you 4 hours per week, and most importantly, you'll stop waking up to a random wall of tasks that leave you feeling overwhelmed before the day has even started. So here's what I'll show you today: how to implement the world's most successful time management method directly into Notion, a way to organize tasks by energy, how to connect your tasks to what actually matters, a method that is shown to boost productivity by up to 80%, and a trick for seeing exactly where your time is going. Subscribe for Notion tutorials. Let's dive in. So today we'll be looking here at headquarters. There's a link in the description to this template. I also have a 30-minute tour for this template, but this video is just a deep dive into effective task management through Notion. And the first productivity method is one you've probably heard of. What I'm going to do here is write task 1, and then task 2, task 3, task 4. So here are our 4 tasks, and here you can see importance and urgency. This idea comes from the Eisenhower Matrix, and this part of the template has been inspired by that, obviously with some tweaks, as you can see. But I've taken it one step further. So for task 1 here, let's just say that this is not important and not urgent. Task 2 here, let's say that this is important but not urgent. As you can see, it actually jumps up in the queue here because it's important and this one's not important. Let's say task 3 here is important and let's say it's urgent. As you can see, once again, it jumps up in the queue here. And then let's say that this is not important, but let's say it's urgent. Again, it jumps up in the queue here. So by using the sorting feature here, if you haven't used sorting before, they are super powerful in Notion. My tasks are automatically organizing themselves under the order tab here based on the Eisenhower Matrix. So I'm doing the tasks that are important and urgent first, then the ones that are not important, but they are urgent, then the ones that are important, but not urgent. And then at the bottom of the list here, we have not important and not urgent. And if you label it as that, you might even consider possibly deleting that task. Why even bother doing it, you know? So when I have this task list here, this lets me easily schedule out my week. That's how I use the Eisenhower Matrix in Notion. But before we get to scheduling out the week, we actually need to look at one other property, and that is this state of mind property here. Now, as you can see, there are 4 options. We have flow, quick, easy, and personal. See, flow tasks are the ones that take about 2 hours to complete. These are the deep work tasks, the ones that require a lot of cognitive focus. Then we have quick tasks. These are, the 5-minute tasks, possibly even like 2-minute tasks. Then we have the easy tasks here. These are like the 15 to 30-minute tasks. They're typically shallow work, so they don't produce a lot of value, but it's often those kind of admin stuff that you have to do. And then lastly, we have personal. This could be hanging out with a friend or something. So what I'll do here is label these tasks. So let's say that this is flow, 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 and let's just say this is easy. This now allows me to plan out my day. So what I'm going to do here is drag these tasks either like this into my day, or I can just click on this task here and say today like that, or you can select multiple tasks at once like that, and then drag them in like this. So now we have all 4 tasks here today. Now I'm breaking one of my productivity rules. See, the reason we're filling out if it's a flow task or not is because I have the rule I can only have 2 flow tasks per day. See, if a flow task takes 2 hours and your brain can only really concentrate for 4 hours per day, then scheduling any more than 2 flow tasks is just going to be unrealistic and you're going to burn yourself out throughout the week. So now I have too many flow tasks here. And looking at this, task 3, 4, and 2, you know what? Task 2 is at the bottom of this list. So sorry, task 2, I'm going to have to move you to Tuesday. So I can have a sustainable calendar for the week. So that's how I plan my week using my task's energy level. Now, if you're looking at this database here, you can see that there are 2 more properties here. We have the bucket and the project. If you don't know, your life buckets are kind of like the different categories in your life, also referred to as the areas in your life from the para method, but it's got a bunch of different names. And then the project here, you know what a project is. So what I'm going to do here is click on the life bucket and say which type of life bucket does this task here belong to. So I'll say this one here is to do with my business, for example. Then I'll say this one's career, this one's business, this one's business. Then I can also select the project. Now this project here is actually relating to my projects database. And this is so useful, and I'll show you why. Let's just say I need to add more testimonials to my sales page, for example. Even though I've got a ton on there, cough, cough, hint, hint, it's rated 5 stars. Okay. And then let's say career here is to do with get a new job. So I'll add that. And then let's just make this one easy. They're both to do with adding more testimonials. Well, here we actually created the project. And the cool thing is, if I now click on this project here and open this up, you can see these tasks now showing up on this page. So whatever this project is, the relevant tasks will show up. This means whenever I'm working on a project, I can open up the relevant page and I won't get distracted by all my other tasks and obligations. I can stop context switching and just look at the relevant tasks, including, by the way, the relevant notes and the relevant bottlenecks as well. And I'm seeing my projects here inside of Notion. I don't have my tasks on one app, my projects on another, my notes on another. It's all here on the one page. See, people will spend around 4 hours per week reorientating themselves after toggling between a new application. So if all the relevant information is in Notion, then you don't have to keep switching apps. And that's how I connect tasks to what matter. Okay, so I have my task list here with the Eisenhower Matrix. I have my calendar here with a state of mind that's required. I have the relevant project showing up. The next thing I need to do is now think about my day. So here's my day. I can see task 4, task 3, task 1, and let's just add some more tasks. And we'll make one of them easy and one of them quick. See, now comes one of the most important things in your task management system, time blocking your day. Also referred to as time boxing, also referred to as daily scheduling. It's basically just planning out your day. And productivity god Cal Newport recommends doing this the night before. So when you wake up, you know exactly what to do. Now, there's 2 main ways of organizing your task list for the day. The first one is if you kind of struggle to get going in the morning, then you'll probably want to put a quick task here in the morning. Once you complete this task, you might get a bit of dopamine for, completing the task. And that might then give you the energy to move on to the harder task, which is a flow state task. Or when you wake up, you have a lot of energy and you're ready to start working immediately, then you might take the hardest task first. So let's say task 4 here. And what you can do here is change this emoji to a frog emoji. And you might be thinking, why a frog? Well, the idea comes from this productivity book called Eat That Frog. The idea is you start with the hardest task first. Because if you have to eat a frog at one point in the day, why not eat it first thing in the morning? And now what we'll do is start time blocking. So let's say that this here is at 9 a.m. It takes 2 hours. That's at 11. Then let's say that this is at 11:15. That takes a few hours. Let's say 2 here and then 2:30. We've now planned out our day by time blocking. So the second we wake up and open up headquarters, we know exactly what our day looks like. And when we're working on task 4 here, which is to do with getting a new job, I can click here, open up this page, and I'm only going to be seeing the relevant stuff. Time blocking has changed my life. It's really been one of the most impactful productivity methods in my life, along with the last one here. So under my day-to-day here, you can see this other property here, which is called minutes. And as I'm working here, I'm literally going to fill out how many minutes each of these tasks is taking me. So I'll literally fill out the minutes as I'm working. And obviously, as I'm working, I'll tick these off like that. And we're not just tracking our time for the sake of it. We're actually going to use this by scrolling down and clicking on the time tracking page. And I can see my time tracking broken down by project and by life bucket. So here I can see the projects, add more testimonials and get a new job. And I can see the life buckets here of business and career. And down here, I can also see any tasks that didn't get a bucket assigned to them in case I missed that. Then I can go here and say, this was to do with career and this was to do with business, for example. And all of this time is being added together in minutes and in hours. So I know exactly where my time is going. I now know with real data where I spend my time. Headquarters is linked in the description, or if you want to see the full 30-minute tour, then click on this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and best of luck on your productivity journey.